Welcome back. Welcome back. It is Tip Tuesday. I am so excited once again to be back every single Tuesday giving you helpful, natural hair tips so that you can be successful in your journey. Well, today I have another helpful, brain thinking, mind encouraging, go away discouragement. You no longer need to be in my life, because today I'm going to bring you hair affirmation. Now, I was on my page yesterday, my Facebook page, and I really don't come on my Facebook page. I'm pretty much here active live with you ladies in this group. So I decided to come on my page to share about hair affirmation. And today I'm going to bring it in this group. For those who weren't able to join me live, you can actually join me live right now and interact with me, ask questions. This is the reason why I come live, so you can show what you are experiencing, ask questions that's on your mind, and how I can help you in order to achieve that. So, welcome back again to Tip Tuesday. And my name is Karon Maxinu. For those who don't know me, I am a natural hair consultant, author, podcaster, now a certified hair loss practitioner, and your natural curl champion. My mission and passion is to help women with natural Afro-textured hair to overcome those challenges and those unknown certainties so that she can be on a path to achieving healthy and or growing natural hair. So welcome back to Tip Tuesday. So let's dive on in, why don't we? Now, what I realized, and I'm sure many of you ladies can agree to this, that we tend to self-talk negative about our hair because we feel that our hair is a problem sometimes. But today, I want you to be rewired about that. I want you to come with a different approach about that talk, because if you realize where that talk comes from, it comes from the culture that we're in, the way that we see or hear, the things that we hear about our hair, and not only that, how we were brought up to perceive how natural hair is not beautiful. Okay? So, where does this actually stem from? For those of you who know where it stems from, let me know, where does that negative self-talk about our hair comes from that limits us to talk more good about our hair? If you know where it comes from, I'm going to give you a second to type it below. Now, while you are in the progress of typing it below, I'm going to share with you anyway. This comes from generation to generation to generation, passed down from our moms, from our aunties, from the ladies in our culture, that the first thing that they were also taught is that natural hair is not accepted within the European standard of beauty. So therefore, back in those days, oh, thank you so much for those hearts. So therefore, many decades ago, and also, oh my God, even slavery time as well. But I'm just going to fast forward, because it has been passed down, that mentality has been passed down from generation to generation. We have been accepting this stigma that natural hair is not beautiful and that it needs to be corrected and that we need to do something about it. And what was that need to be done about it? Usually it comes in a form of straightening the hair, whether they use relaxer or they use a flat iron, or if they don't use that, use some add-ons to make your hair feel more beautiful, similar to those who have wavy or straight hair within the European standard of beauty. So for us as Black women, that's how we perceive ourselves supposed to look like. Someone who don't have our texture of hair, we need to look like someone else in order to feel accepted, or society to say that this is how you must look. Yes, Europeans. Thank you so much, Tasha. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Gab. Okay, you want to go live? Gab, I see that you're asking for an invite. Before I accept you, let me know, because this was actually done on my page when someone pressed an invite and they said it was an error. Okay, I see that it went away. But yes, thank you so much, Tasha. European standards of beauty. Okay, so that is where that first mentality comes from. That was passed down from generation to generation. And with that, we were stuck to believe that this is how natural hair should be looked. We should either get it straightened or we should wear wavy straight hair in order to feel accepted. Oh, okay, no problem. No problem, Gab. Thanks. That's what I asked. In order to feel accepted. And not only that, we were brainwashed to say this is how men love us to be. You know, matching us to those who don't have our texture of hair. But yes, we must settle for those who have straighter or wavy hair flowing in the wind hair. Okay? You know what I mean. So when we say that natural hair is hard, it's hard because we have not been in practice from the beginning when we were little girls who didn't have a choice because their parents said this is what needs to be done to your hair. And therefore, we grew up with that mentality of feeling that this is how natural hair should be. And then when we decide to transition from our relaxed hair and go into embracing our own curl type the way that God blessed us with, that's when we actually find it hard to do, hard to manage, because we have not learned how to manage it from the beginning, from the get-go. Does that make sense? Now, for those who are very privileged, who did not have to experience that, you know, having the choice, or maybe grew up in a household where in their household, the mom, the aunt, whoever raised her, that little girl, in order to love herself, in order to identify yourself as being beautiful, unique, being Afro-descendant, Afro-Caribbean descent. I'm Afro-Caribbean descent. I'm Jamaican, right? They were privileged and they were given opportunity to show them, taught to them that you are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with your hair. And I'm going to teach you how to care for it. But you're still left with a choice. Now, for the majority of us, we weren't given that privilege. We were given, this is what you're going to wear, and this is how your hair is going to be, and this is how your hair is going to look. Relaxing it, or put your hair in some kind of add-on, because natural hair is not considered beautiful. So, for a hair affirmation today, I want you ladies to come with a different change of perspective about your beauty. Because if you say that natural hair is ugly, natural hair is no good, or if it's not yourself, because I was guilty of this at one point. Even I may not say it, loudly, but I thought of it. That's poison in itself. But you hear someone say that about natural hair. You see it on television in the past, but thank God more women of color, whether they're mixed or whether just like straight Afro-textured hair, are showing their curls and showing their curly tight coiled hair. And that is so beautiful, because with the hair affirmation, they're learning to accept their hair and they're learning to embrace their hair. And not only that, they're learning how to take care of it with help. So for hair affirmation, just like anything you do in life, you want to speak positive to yourself. Just like if you want to go for a career, you're going to tell yourself, I want to go for that job. I want to get that degree. I'm praying to God to help me in this situation. I'm praying to God, help me to find a good partner, help me to get that promotion, help my children, help this, help that. Thank you, God. But it's the same thing that goes back to our hair. Our hair is linked to our body. So if you talk positive to your hair, like say, hair, you're good. Hair, you're beautiful. Scalp, you are rich in nutrients. Blood is flowing. It's going to penetrate and stimulate the growth of my follicles in order for my hair strands to grow. Scalp, you're going to be free from dandruff and itchiness and dry scalp. Hair, you're going to grow thick and full, or you're just going to grow healthy. but it comes with realistic expectation, because saying one thing positive and not doing it does not come in alignment. But make sure you speak positive about your hair as well. Me personally, I pray on my head. That's what I do. I said, thank you, God, for the hair that I have. There are many that do not have hair on their head and wish that they do because certain circumstances that cause them to longer have their hair. I thank you, God, for what you have given me. I thank you, God, for opening my mind and my knowledge to learn how to take care of my hair each step of the way as I go, and correcting the mistakes in order to better take care of my hair. I thank you. So if that works, if prayer works for you, utilize that. If you pray about everything else in your life, pray about your hair too. Now, I'm not imposing religion or anything, but I'm just saying whatever works for you that is positive, self-talking, do the same thing to your hair. Because the reason why majority of us think the way that we do, thank you so much for the likes. The reason why the majority of us think the way that we do is because what we have been brought up. And that is a stigma. But thank God in 2020, thank God that, again, more and more women are realizing and doing positive affirmations, self-talking, self-acceptance, self-love about their hair. Why do you see so many naturals on YouTube? Why do you see so many natural celebrities are actually transitioning from the relaxed hair and embracing their own curls or coily type hair? Because women are waking up and understanding and loving their hair as it is and learning how to care for it. And not so much self-negative talking about their hair, but learning how can I better help my hair in this situation, but being realistic about it at the same time. And it's okay to change up your hairstyle. Change your hairstyle up, when you want to. It's okay. But what I'm talking about, when you take off anything that you have on your hair, do you still love your hair the way it is? That is what I'm talking about. Whether you wear your braids, whether you wear your wigs, whether you wear your weaves, wear them. It's okay to wear those hairstyles as a protective form, as a low maintenance form, to keep your hair growing, to keep your hair protective, that is healthy underneath. I'm not talking about protecting your hair and ignoring your hair underneath. That's another issue that can cause more damage that you do not need to be in that position of. But what I'm suggesting is, whatever your hair texture is, whatever your hair texture is a hair strand size. Whatever your hair type is, love it, accept it. Don't compare your hair type to someone else. If you're going to compare your hair type to someone else, use it as a motivation, saying, wow, I would love my hair to be like that. That's positive thinking. Not say, oh God, I don't like my hair. Why my hair is like this? No. It does something to our stress level internally. Yes. Tremaine say, yes, protect your hair. Absolutely. Keep your hair protective. Keep it protective, because when you keep your hair protective, you're protecting it for a healthy goal, right? You're not hiding your hair because you feel like your hair is ugly, because your hair is not ugly. Okay, your hair is beautiful, and every curl type of hair is beautiful. Matter of fact, all hair type is beautiful. Straight to 4-type hair, it's all beautiful. Think of flowers, right? Think of flowers. God created the earth, but within the earth, they could come from the same category, the same species, but yet they're so different and so unique. Like flowers. Flowers are beautiful. Flowers come in different colors, different shapes, different patterns, different designs, different leaves, different smells. Some don't smell good, but others smell very sweet. Same thing similar to us as people. We are all different, but yet we are unique. Same thing for our hair. I hope this is making sense. And again, this is Tip Tuesday. You know, I come here every week giving you helpful tips so that you can be successful in your journey. And one thing I do admire is changing your mind about your hair. Now, I am an occupational therapist. I work in the medical field. I work from geriatrics all the way down to pediatrics. So I've pretty much been in a majority of a lot of settings, okay? But one thing I know about is that our brain is very plasticity, neuroplastic, meaning that it can change, it can mold, it can relearn things, you know, as long as you change it. So your brain is always relearning, rewiring itself, reorganizing itself, those neurons. Okay, Tremaine said, how many times do you trim your hair? Me personally, I actually gave my hair a trim, I would say dusting yesterday because I found some knots. But me personally, I would trim my actual trim. I would trim my hair either, I would say 2 times in the year. 2 times in the year, I will actually trim my ends as far as keep them even to help to prevent detangling. And then I will do some dusting. If I found that I see some knots or I see something on my end does not align to my purpose of gold, like it's, you know, knotted or maybe kind of tangled and I just can't get it out for some reason, then I will do dusting. I will just feel it and I will just snip it away. But usually I trim my hair, I would say at least 2 times within a year. A good even trim, and I do it myself. But everybody hair is different when it comes to trimming their hair. It just depends on your hair condition. Okay, Tasha say, how often do you wash your hair? Oh, also, okay. It depends because I don't use a lot of products on my hair and I don't have a lot of buildup. So I don't need to wash my hair like say 2 times in a week or anything like that. I wash my hair. It could be once a week or bi-weekly. Once a week or bi-weekly. Because I'm more focusing on the scalp, making sure that my scalp is clean, it's breathable. So that's the main reason also, not just my hair, because I don't use a lot of products on my hair. I use them very lightly. And I just go back within that week to re-moisturize my hair and just keep my hair in a low maintenance style. Pretty much my low maintenance styles are like twists. I twist my hair and I just pretty much pin it up. That's my low maintenance style of my hair. Because what I find out, once I do that to my hair, it helps my hair to not only retain length, but also to extend the moisture in my hair longer. But during the week, I go back and I just re-moisturize my hair again and just do the same style, okay? Until I decide to change it up. But yeah, and that was a good question. Thank you for asking that, Tasha. Awesome. Okay, so I hope this is helpful for you ladies. It's just speak positive to your hair. You know, say it loud. Say my hair is growing, my hair is healthy, my scalp is healthy. Speak to it. It's listening to you. Speak to you because it's gonna do something to your mood, the adrenaline. It's gonna like even though you may not feel it, but just speak into your hair as well, praying over yourself, your hair, you know, but keep it realistically. I'm not saying that, okay, hair, you're gonna grow 5 inches in 1 month. Hair, you're gonna grow, you know, 20 inches in 3 months. No, keep realistic. Come with realistic expectations. But just take small steps as you go along. Okay, whatever goal is. For example, that my goal was for my scalp is that, because I know that I usually tend to have a lot of dandruff around here. I tend to get dry around my my scalp area. Yeah, I tend to get dry around. I don't really get dry here, but I tend to get a lot of dry here around my hairline. Okay. Tremaine said, what do you prefer? LCO method or LOC method? Oh, good question. I actually wrote that in my book. Me personally, I prefer the LCO method because, and I'll tell you why. When you wet your hair with liquid, like water, And then the water should be able to absorb into your hair because, you know, it's moisture. And then you seal it with oil. And then you have the cream on top. Usually your cream should be having penetrating ingredients that can also help to nourish inside of your strands, not just sit on top of your hair. If you don't have a good moisturizer that is actually penetrating into your strands, you may need to look at a different moisturizer because you don't want to have the cream sitting on top, okay? It's better to have the cream has good penetrating ingredients, like how the water penetrates your hair, and also the cream that you use, your moisturizing cream, that has great ingredients that can penetrate your hair. And then if you want, you can seal with a sealant oil lastly, but you do not have to seal with the oil lastly if you have a great moisturizing cream, meaning that your great moisturizing cream has it has penetrating oils, it has sealing oils, it has humectants as well, for example. So me personally, I like the LCO because I wet my hair. My water is my best friend to my hair. I use my good moisturizer cream that I know that penetrates into my hair and also on top. That is also has the penetrating oils and sealing oils and other ingredients as well. And then me personally, I do not seal with the oil because the moisturizer that I have, or you can add it to it, already has that in it. So I don't need to seal with the oil. I really don't. But if I want to create like a very nice curly type look for my type of hair, I will use like a moisturizing gel that does not have bad alcohols, you know, with my cream. And then I can use a nice moisturizing gel because I love moisture. My hair needs moisture. That I can create a braid out or a twist out, for example, if I choose to wear my hair out, to create like more like a defined curl, vice versa. And thank you for asking me that question. But if you feel that LOC works for you, ladies, do that. I'm not going to change your mind for what you choose to use. If it works for you, let it work for you. But preferably, I found that the LCO is much better, especially when you're using a cream that has penetrating ingredients. And then if you choose to, you can seal with oil, but you do not have to. If your good moisturizer already has that in it, or you can just add it in there as well, as long as it doesn't deter the formulation of your moisturizing product. Okay. You said you have a book. Yes, I have a book. It's on Amazon. It's called King's Curls and Curls, the Ultimate Guide to Healthy and Afro-Textured Hair. And I will put a link above. You can go check it out. It's also in Kindle form. So if you have a Kindle electronic, you can review and read it on Kindle as well. Okay, and Tasha say, when I take my braid out, my hair sheds a lot. Okay. If you take your, you take your braids out and your hair sheds a lot. Okay, shedding is normal. Okay, usually we can shed about 20, 50, or 100 hair strands per day. That is normal. And what shedding is, as long as you see the bulb coming out, that's just letting you know that the end of the hair that's coming from your follicles actually just, just shedding, just changing its cycle. So that's fine. But if you see like a clumps, maybe like 2 fists or something at one time, you have to sit back and see how long have you been wearing your hair, first of all. I will suggest if you're going to wear your braids, make sure they're not tight. Wear them no more than maybe, depending on your lifestyle, I would say no more than maybe 2 months. No more than 2 months. No more than 2 months, so you can give your hair get in there and really cleanse your hair and wash it. And also, if you are wearing braids, make sure you are washing your scalp. You have access to your scalp to make sure you're cleaning it. Remember how someone asked me how often I wash my hair? I wash my hair once a week or bi-weekly, because I focus on the scalp of my hair, because that's how your hair is growing. When your scalp is healthy and it's not, and it doesn't have all these buildup on it or anything like that, it just helps to make it easier for it to sustain its ability to grow without any complications. Okay, so I hope that answered your question, Tasha. So, but if your hair sheds a lot, it could be different factors. Maybe how long you're wearing it, because the longer you wear your hair, all the dead hair, it just wants to come out, which is fine. But if you start seeing breakage, if you start seeing balding anywhere along your scalp, that'll be more of a red flag to let you know there's something going on with that hairstyle that you're wearing, that you may need to change. So shedding hair is fine, as long as your hair is not breaking and as long as you're not seeing bald spots. But it also goes back to how long you're wearing your hair, because the longer the duration of wearing the braid or any hairstyle without actually combing it, it's going to build up of dead hair, and all those dead hair just wants to, go away. And when you start combing them or taking your braid out, you're going to start seeing them. So I will suggest, like, if you want to see so much shedding of your hair, if that's the main concern, just wear your hairstyle no more than at least 2 months, but really get in there and focus on cleaning your scalp and giving the moisture that it needs, as well as your hair, keeping that scalp really clean. But again, if you see any balding, any breakage, you gotta take a relook at your hairstyle and what's being done to it, and again, the duration, because letting you know that your hair needs attention underneath. Hey, Catherine, welcome. welcome. And just want to welcome you to the Natural Hair Membership Club. Yay, Tasha. I had some other ladies who actually enrolled. So I sent you ladies personal email. So make sure you check it so that I can invite you to the group. Okay, so but once you click on the link in the email, it should take you over to the group, because I realized I made it invisible, so nobody was able to see the group. I had to make it unvisible, so now you ladies can see the group. Click the button and join. Okay. Hey, okay. Tasha said about a month and a half. Okay, great. That's good. That's fine. Like I said, no more than 2 months if you want to extend it that long. But yeah, a month and a half is great, as long as you get back and pay attention to your scalp and hair, because the main thing is when we wear protective hairstyles or low maintenance hairstyles, we have to make sure we still take care of the hair underneath, even while we're wearing it. Okay. Also, good evening, Catherine. We are here talking about hair affirmation, and we're here talking about, speaking positive to our hair, just like how we speak positive of things in our life, speak positive about our hair. And why do we think the way we do? Because we were brought up in a culture where we were taught or influenced that natural hair is not beautiful. And when we do decide to go natural, we find it to be a challenge. And why is it a challenge? Because we have not been practicing take care of our own type of hair, when we were girls. So now we have to relearn that. And it's okay, because our brain is neuroplastic. It can relearn things. And that's one thing great about the brain. It can relearn things. But we just have to do the effort at our end. So if you have any questions, Catherine, definitely post a comment. But we're just here just having positive self-talking about our hair. That's what we're doing today. And I appreciate you ladies taking your time out and join. And again, for those who have joined the Natural Hair Membership Club, I just want to welcome you again. I did send an email for you to click and join that group. Speaking of that group, that we have 2 more days for the low entry. Is just $1 to enroll. I've done it last year and I'm doing it again. This is my Natural Hair Membership Club for those who are looking to advance in their hair, who are tired of YouTube, who are tired of reading blogs. Thank you. your natural hair is beautiful too, you know, who feel like they're not getting the support when it actually comes to growing hair. So they're in that group. I like to keep it small, you know, to give ladies individual attention to see how we can grow our hair healthy, overcome the challenges, correct those mistakes, you know, so you can advance in your journey. So I like to keep it small because I want to make sure I give the attention to you. And it's an actual membership that comes with bonuses and gifts and all that goodies. So if you're interested, there's 2 more days to enroll at the low entry of $1 trial. And then after that, it will return back to its original price. Okay. And it's actually a monthly membership subscription. So yeah, creative just for you. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But today, I just want to say that our hair is beautiful. Speak positive to your hair, not only your life, but the things that comes within your life. You know, speak against those things as well. But today we're talking about positive hair affirmation, positive self-talking, okay? I just want to let you ladies know that I am always here to help you the best that I can. I create resources to meet you at your level of need. If you feel like you're not getting help or resources or these type of lives in other hair groups, it just make you question why you in hair groups if you're not getting that help or that cohesiveness or that community support, you know, because we all need support one way or the others. I need support. There's something that I don't know. I want to go to one of you ladies like, hey, do you know this question? So that's the kind of community that I've created in my group membership program as well as here. But that is more specifically catered to my members who really need that, you know, that advancement. And I love to shower you ladies as well. So, okay, Tasha say, please help me start to enjoying washing my hair. Absolutely. I can definitely help you with that, Tasha. Yes, I can send you the link to join our Natural Hair Club membership. Again, like I said, ladies, I do like to keep it small to give you ladies individual attention. I will definitely message you the link. Again, there's 2 more days to enroll. Just make sure you enroll at that low entry $1 trial. Okay, Catherine said, my question is more of a statement. Okay, Catherine said we need to appreciate our natural hair and send a positive message to our children. Yes! Catherine, I love you. Plus, I'm so glad you're in the Natural Hair Membership Club. You and I gonna connect. Yes, that's exactly what I've been talking about, what I've been purposefully speaking of, because we have not been taught about our natural hair, how to care for it. When we become adults, we find it to be hard, and then we blame not our hair per se, but we blame the products that we try and we see that they don't work. Well, honey, it may not work because it does not align up with your hair profile. It may not work because you're maybe following somebody else's regimen, and when you do try that product and mimic the exact same steps, you come back and say that the natural hair product doesn't fail. Even when it comes to do-it-yourself natural remedies, they all have their purpose and they all have the need to address a specification when it comes to your natural hair care. But when you understand your hair profile and how it's made up, then you can understand what products and also the ingredients that can help your hair. Me personally, I keep my hair simple. My regimen is so simple, I don't really do anything with my hair. I was on a phone call yesterday with one of my past client and also one of my past Natural Hair Membership Club member. She was in, she came to the membership. She wanted to get help with her hair, and she wanted to revamp her hair regimen because it was during COVID-19, and at that time, early at that time, the hair salons were closed. So she reached out to me. We got on a video like this. The first thing I told her, cut your hair. She was like, oh my God. I said, cut your hair. Cut your hair. And it was the same thing that she was thinking of. Cut your hair so you can have a fresh start. So we have a fresh start. Then we can go about selecting the products for your hair. And she got in, and then not even 3 months. It has not been 3 months. I had posted I had posted her picture on my stories on my profile. So if you're on my Facebook profile as a friend, you can see her pictures. It has grown back full. It's not long because it was cut very tapered, but now it has grown back full. And she had like a spot back in her head that actually grew in. And she also left a testimonial on my Luminous Essential business page. So she came into the Natural Hair Club membership. She got what she needed. I worked with her and we revamped her regimen. She followed what I suggested and we did a little test and trial. And now she followed up with me. She's like, "Girl, no, I'm not working with you, but I just want to show you my pictures, let you know I'm still doing my regimen, my products." And the products that she used are just simple. But yet she gained massive results and she's so happy. So she actually shared her pictures with me. So to be an encouragement to you ladies. So yeah. Okay, Tasha said, "Can you send?" Yes, I will send you the link. Tasha said, "Washing my hair is a job." Oh yeah, girl. Trust me, I know. I have 4 type hair. What, 4B, 4C? Look, my hair, I mean, it's not curly, it's not wavy. It's just really tightly coiled. So yeah. So I understand, and we can definitely help you to make it easier for you to wash your hair, so it doesn't become like a tangled mess either. Okay. Also, okay. Any other questions do you ladies have? I am loving this positive vibe. I'm loving this interaction. This is what a group should be about. Ladies coming together with the same mindset, with questions, with inspiration, with motivation, to uplift one another on how she can advance and be successful in her hair care journey. So this is what I enjoy doing. This is what I love to do. Other than work in the medical profession, I love that too. But my passion is helping women to overcome the struggles, the uncertainties about how she can better care for her hair. Whether for you, for example, is like washing your hair, let's address that. Whether it's getting your hair better moisturized, let's address that. Whether it's growing your hair, let's address that. I actually have products now that I sell that I can help you ladies. If you have thinning hair, alopecia, that can help to promote growth, low-level light therapy treatment. It's like a cap you can wear that can help to stimulate the follicles and also help to regrow your hair. But in order to get that, I would have to do a consultation with you to see if you're a candidate, make sure there's nothing aversive that can affect you when it comes to that. But more than likely, they're FDA approved and they're safe. But I just have to do consultation, make sure that the products are aligned up to your goal and your health and your results, so you can get your results. So I do have that as a certified hair loss practitioner as well to help you ladies in any way that I can. So thank you so much for those heart, Catherine. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you. So, okay. So if there's no other questions, if you ladies are loving this, enjoying this, natural transparency, conversation, interaction, give me a like, give me a comment, give me a heart. Let me know you're enjoying yourself or just seeing me here again on the live Tuesday. I love to come here again, just helping you ladies, just being, resourceful as I can and let you know that you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. Okay. And invite another curly girlfriend who may be looking for something like this. Okay. Who may feel like she feels like she doesn't have the support system, or she just lost or confused about her hair and just on the verge of wanting to give up. Let her know that Keep It a Natural Hair group can help to save her at least, or deter her mind in another positive way of thinking. Okay, Catherine said, "Oh, I see. Sounds interesting." Yes. Okay, Catherine, make sure you check your email, okay? make sure you check your email. I did send an email out to you on a link to join the other group. So make sure you check your email, because next Monday I'm coming on to do a lesson. I'm so excited about that. It's also, the details is in your email as well. So yay, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to close out. If there's no other further questions, I just want to leave you with this. Speak positive to yourself. Love your hair. Tell your hair good things, but do it in expective and realistic terms. Okay? Be realistic and be expecting of what you want to achieve with your hair. Okay? And remember, you're not alone. This group is cohesive. We're here to connect, to help each other, love each other, support each other, talk positive to each other. Don't downplay anybody about the hair, whether you have thin hair, thick hair. Hair is hair. As long as you learn how to work with it and to make sure that you embrace your natural beauty. Awesome. Catherine says, sure thing. Thank you for the heads up, my friend. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, so this is Carol Maxinu, your natural hair consultant, author, podcaster, and your certified hair loss practitioner, plus your natural curl champion, coming to you every Tuesday, giving you helpful tips so that you can overcome those strategies, those unknown certainties that comes with natural hair. Because remember, girl, you're not alone. And I will see you again next Tuesday. And God bless.